Hey Jazz Heads, it's my first vlog in about a month. The last time we chatted, I was doing lots of Christmas gigs. So I guess, Happy New Year. Is it too late in the year saying Happy New Year now? When should you stop? That's kind of awkward, isn't it? So, it's been a while since we last caught up anyway. There's a reason for that. It's January and not a lot happens. I've been up to a few bits. I constructed this. That may not seem that impressive, but I sucked at design and technology. It was a world of nutcrackers that didn't crack nuts and wonky dovetail joints. So I'm quite proud of what I've managed to do there. My old DT teacher, I can't remember his name, would be very proud. I've also been growing some chilies. Here they are, looking very good. I'll have to bunch these out a little bit. Keep you updated on the progress of those. Maybe I'll turn it into a jazz and gardening vlog. No. I've been updating my website. I'm going to launch a new site in the next month or so when that's finished. I think on my existing one it says Duncan Fraser, the young jazz trumpet player, somewhere on there. I don't think I can have that, not when I'm 31. So new website coming soon, plenty of promotion of the vlog. I'm going to start a newsletter on there as well, which will just be a wordy vlog, I suppose. The main thing I've been getting up to is writing. I've been doing a lot of writing for a new project that I'm going to be starting this year that's going to be really exciting. My last gig before Christmas, I managed to get a quartet in a pub down the road from me. It was a really nice gig, really well attended. All we did was play 4 Christmas tunes, and the rest of the gig was my own compositions, which was brilliant. It was great. It was so cool, so much fun to be able to just play my music. And actually, after playing them through, a lot of it works, and I was quite happy with how it sounded and how it went, and I came away with a few more ideas, and now that is all being written into the new project, which has got, at the moment, 9 new compositions. I'm also arranging some standards. The lineup's going to be a jazz septet, so 4 horns, trumpet, trombone, and 2 saxes, doing a bit of doubling, and 3 rhythm, piano, bass, drums. So I've been writing all that out, scoring that all out for the group in the hope of getting a rehearsal in the next month and getting that off the ground. Now, one of the tunes that I've been writing has thrown up something that I thought I might share with you and might give some of you horn players and improvisers out there a few ideas about how you might want some things to try in your practice when improvising over slightly tricky chord progressions. So the chord progression in my tune that I've written, I've taken the last 8 of a Joe Henderson tune called The Inner Urge, which is a really cool tune. It's slightly tricky in that it has a reasonably high tempo, 1 chord change per bar, and the chords are seemingly unrelated, although they move in set intervals. So it's quite patternistic, but it sounds really cool. It's got a really nice contemporary sound. Now, there are various ways of getting around this, but I thought I'd take you through a couple of ways that I've been practicing trying to get around my own composition. Ironically, to what I was saying earlier on in the video about it being January and it not being busy, as you can probably tell, it's now 3 or 4 days later than when I started making this vlog for you. But nevertheless, we left off talking about one of the ways I'm practicing to improvise over a composition I've written. The last 8 bars is based around a tune by Joe Henderson called The Inner Urge. So the chord progression for me on the trumpet, and in the key that I'm doing, it's a slightly different key when I've composed it, goes, they're all major 7 chords, so we've got G, followed by E, followed by F, followed by D. So you can kind of see the pattern emerging here. Then we have an E flat, C, C sharp, B flat. So one of the ways I've been practicing this is just to arpeggiate out the chords, just to get used to the sound of how the harmony will move, and it gives me some ideas for improvising and some lines I might bring out. Now, instead of just playing it from root position, which Can sound okay. This works really well and it voice leads quite nicely, playing it starting on the 7th, so the major 7th. Turning that into a little lick, which has got a really nice kind of ring to it. The other thing that works really well on major 7 chords, especially in this kind of context, is playing a pentatonic, but rather than playing on the root, so our first chord for me is G, rather than playing the root pentatonic, we play the pentatonic starting on the 5th, belonging to that 5th, so that is D. The reason we can do that and it sounds cool over a G chord is because we end up playing lots of extensions and chord tones except for the root. So we end up obviously with D, which is the 5. We have the 13, major 7, we have the 9, and we have 3, which are all cool chord tones improvising over our major 7 chord. So we can do that for all the chords that we have in that progression. So we obviously have our... And then we'd have the 5 for E, F, D, E flat, C, by semitone, and finally our one for B flat. So using those pentatonic scales in there as well works really nicely. So we can put it all together and improvise around that progression using those few things. Get some lines like this.